So when it comes to guns and Ghost of Tabor, you don't really think about the Marlin really, but recently I've had an eye-opening experience when it comes to 44 Magnum in general. You see, it turns out that the revolver, I don't have the revolver, but the revolver is actually surprisingly strong for what it is, and it can actually be a pretty big devastator. It managed to take down uh, Tatra and Nikolai with with no problem. So I thought I might as well try out the other 44 Magnum, because well, it's I mean it's the same bullet, so the same result should probably be expected, right? We got a Smith sight. I didn't know that you could have a laser on top of it. I don't know when this was added or if this was only a recent thing that happened, but we have a laser on the Smith side, which actually makes it mouse better. We also have Scott's Marlin. This is You can unlock this from the Clean Eastwood DLC, and yeah, we're just gonna get into raid and see how the Marlin performs. All right, I'll see you on raid. Oh, Jesus Christ! Well, that was fast. Huh? That's weird. I can't turn on the laser. There we go. So, going to island always has its risk now that Mamba's an actual like threat, right? But honestly, this is probably the best place to show off the the Marlin. I don't know where this guy went, but okay. Well, so what's there to say about the Marlin? It's a chambered 44 Magnum. This is a very unorthodox loadout. I don't know if you could ever put something on top of the Smith sight, but one thing I'll tell you for sure is that is that whenever it was added, and I'm hoping that it was in recent so that I don't look like a freaking idiot. Uh, oh wow, look at that. It does the Smith sight does become a little bit better because of it, but it allows us to finally put a scope on a handle on this gun, which is technically what they intended for us to do by by the outline that as you can see. A Mahina the Mahina spawns over here, by the way. It's the new spawn location, I suppose. Uh, as always, it's always rightfully gotta be a little bit careful about going to island because, well, Mamba is an actual threat on this in this place. So I don't know how accurate the Mamba is in with a Smith sight, but the other time when on stream I brought just a regular I found one in a crate and it performed quite well, to be honest. It performed surprisingly well. Of course, now I'm a little bit shaky on the aim, which is 100% an excuse because I'm standing up and if you know anything about me, if I wanna do any form of sniping, I kind of need to do standing or sitting to be able to properly snipe. You know, once upon a time I tried to make a Marlin video, and this is pretty much how it went. Maybe it's... The problem is obviously me. Let's be honest. So what are the upsides and downsides of Marlin? Well, boat actions have historically been pretty bad. I mean, so much so that the Marlin is the Marlin is considered a common drop item in boxes and crates. Actually, you know what's really crazy? I was actually informed that apparently there are static spawns for flare guns now, which is actually really cool. I don't hear Mamba anywhere. They say he spawns at radio station, actually. I'm not sure, but we would have heard the gunfire if he was on the map. I think so. Oh, footsteps. So it's not really a great weapon in any way, case, or form, but it is a pretty cool weapon. So, and I mean, 44 Magnum is a pretty good round. I mean, I've said this before and I'll say it again, I guess. You wanna know why? Cause I took down Nikolai with I took down Nikolai and Tatra with them, and then suddenly my view on 44 Magnum has widened, and now I'm suddenly like a 44 Magnum fan, I guess. Which is you know what? It kind of makes sense, but at the end of the day, it's always a risky gun to bring, because by nature, having to you know, every time you shut up. Every time you shoot means that well, your rate of fire is gonna be majorly slower than most other guns, and if you can't kill them first, well that's why we have the Smith sight, because the idea is to snipe from a distance so that they don't have time to fight back. But it seems like the Smith sight, either I am really terrible at sniping with the Smith sight, which is definitely not true because this thing used to be my shit back in desperate enough to take the 44 Magnum out. Either I'm just bad, or for some reason the Smith sight is not very accurate. I did the same thing the last time we I tried to do a Marlin video and then I died. I got pissed off and I just said fuck it. But this time we're actually gonna see through it, and I think we're gonna use a bunch of like different sights. Maybe I use a hollow, because I think maybe the hollow might make the gun more accurate. Well. Hello, beautiful. Looks like we got the whole 44 Magnum now. Also, I learned that apparently the Fin Reaper. Apparently, when the cultists spawn, it is on the map. The only problem is that they didn't really adjust the value of the of the of the Fin Reapers to align with the new thing. So now it spawns on the roof, and it's not supposed to do that really. So funnily enough, I don't think you can get it in any way unless you manage to parkour your way up there. But I'm sure they'll fix it sometime, you know. It's not the end of the world. I mean, you can't get the Fin Reaper at this current point in time, of course, but it's not like the Fin Reaper was the best gun out there to begin with anyway, so you're not really missing out on much, to be honest. Enough. Still not at that point where I don't need to grab any more ammunition. Right. So, an interesting thing about the Marlin is that as you can see, the one that you can buy with the Clean Eastwood DLC has a threaded barrel. The original Marlin that you can get for free doesn't, and for some reason it takes a pistol barrel, which I guess makes sense because it is 44 Magnum. But it's also a little bit weird because I mean it is technically a bolt action rifle, right? I mean, at least according to the thing over here. Well, I guess we do have one way to prove if it is or so. I haven't really been going for any headshots, so can't prove so. But if we do get it from this, then that it proves it. Officer, the evidence is undeniable. He is not based. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Right here is my chair. I'm gonna drag you across. I'm going to sit down, and then I'm going to recalibrate myself. And then, we're gonna try this sniping ordeal again. How's that sound? Good to know nothing has changed. So there are two ways to... Man, these guys be running in the freaking 90s. The thing about 44 Magnum is that there's not really any need to go for headshots, because I mean the body shots deal enough damage to begin with anyway, so like what's the point, right? Of course, that's just completely an excuse for me to not you know. I think I could probably showcase it better if I went to a more close range scenario. I mean that's kind of where the revolver excels at anyways. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Headshot 5 Fenix with bolt action rifles. Got 1 of 5. It's officially a bolt action rifle. It's to say is that it's basically the TSVL if it was chambered in in 44 Magnum, and it's a complete bitch. Which speaking of 40 the TSVL. Oh, Mamba! I just uploaded that video of our 1v1s. I want to make it 5 matches that we fought. You cannot escape me. Where are you? He's not here. Honestly, little relieved. TBH. Did he really stop at the exact... No, that's just a rock. Fuck. Look at it. It wasn't a headshot. But you know what? That's fine. Because we just proved that the 44 Magnum one-shots unarmored bodies. Probably like almost every other relatively powerful round out there. But you know what? 44 Magnum's easy to find, alright? The revolver, bada bing bada boom, you got yourself a pocket sniper. Remember when the revolver in that one game Counter-Strike Global Offensive was first released, and then they gave it, like, you know, just the absolute power. And then for like a good period in time, all anyone ever did was buy an op. Did he run away? Huh. Maybe I am just bad at sniping. There is also just giant text in the way, so... Very hard to see. There's no denying that. Hello? New phone, who this? Man, it's really hard to see with the exfil text in my way. Anyways, what was I trying to say again? It's not really as useful as the I will say it does lack in utility as compared to, say, the revolver. I mean, fuck it, we have the revolver right here. Let's just compare it straight up. So So small frame. I made a video on it. It's fantastic. You use it for your early wipe. You're gonna shred some kids. Best thing about not having to best thing about this is that you're not really particularly tied down to, number one, the size and length. Number two, you can just you know, pull the trigger and you don't have to do anything. So I mean, it's bolt action rifle in the name. To be honest, it's pretty clear that this was fully intended to be a sniper, but like a cheap option, because apparently the Tika is actually if you, for some, I don't know what the specific you know, bullet is for the Tika. I'm assuming it's 7.62. I think. I'm not exactly sure. Or it could just be no, 7.62s were the Mosin stuff. The Tika was probably in, well, I actually don't know, but the thing about the Tika, I mean, the Tika does look very nice, there's no denying that, but it is kind of a, it's like a hunting rifle. Is this a Beretta mag? Hell yeah, I always need more of those. Gotta make me a Beretta video sometime. Hey! But that'll come, much later when I have enough mag clipazines, as they say. Uh, I like how this devolved into me from trying to make a you know, video about this gun. It just devolved me into being like, oh, the revolver is so great again. It's just every single thing this wipe has led back to the revolver ever since my eyes have been open. We got another Wolverine. That is amazing. I mean, not that at this point I can't even tell the difference between the Marlin, not the Marlin, the Wolverine and the and the other one, the poor man's one. I mean, at the end of the day, they both silence your shots, and I'm pretty sure that especially in the case of PvE, it's probably irrelevant. I do think that the Marlin is a very cool gun to wield, but apparently it seems I don't know if it's me, but we have to shoot a little bit more to see if it is me, or if the gun is for some reason misaligned with the Smith sight, but I really doubt so. I completely under the impression that it's really just me who has a fucking skill issue. But hey, I mean, it's still a viable gun if you are playing in PvE where they can barely shoot back. I wanna like try out all like the terrible weapons. I mean, to be honest, there's quite a lot of options for these terrible guns. I mean, shit, we just stumbled upon one. What's this? Oh, okay. I just pulled. I don't recognize this bullet. Huh. Could it be? It. Maybe. Oh. No, it's a bigger round than 5.56. So it may very well be a it may very well be a 7.62. It could be a 39 actually. Okay, good. We have something to test out the Marlin's accuracy on. That's really odd. It's just like Mamba all over again. Can't see where the hell they're shooting me from. Remember that tower? That's where I took my last stand. Okay, maybe it's a little too accurate. Maybe it's better with like a hollow or something. I mean, once again, we'll have to test it out. I'm gonna bring it to underground later, and then we'll go from there. I think underground would be a pretty... Honestly, underground has gotten more dangerous ever since the addition of like more spawn locations for the bots. It's gotten really dangerous, especially since it's so tight knit now. You know how the bosses or the Phoenix in general have been getting stronger, which is technically a good thing. I mean, okay. I think if we really wanted to go that way, we should instead try to at least have an option for how difficult we want it. It may not be the best idea to just force the update and then in terms of like the difficulty, just adjust the value numbers. I think that that's a very bad idea, and they kind of did that with like the heart mode initially, where they gave the bots the ability to open fire, something more along those lines. But don't make their health higher. Just make them more intelligent, or well, you can make it a little bit higher, but not so much to the point where, I mean, you know, it's like last time where they just like put in too many zeros. It was an accident, but still it was pretty funny because that was the impression that I got, and I'm pretty sure that was one of my first deaths in the raid, the first time they implemented it, because I just thought, oh, it's gonna be easy peasy, and then and then they just didn't go down. Alright, I'll see y'all in next raid. We're gonna try a little more close range Marlin. Okay, so change it up a little. So we now got a hollow, and we got the laser on the bottom. Because honestly, we don't. Yeah, I don't really think the sight is necessary because it's a 44. Come back here! Oh. Revolver! Oh my god. What do I even say? I will never be respected again after that. Oh boy. Okay. You know what? It's because I didn't have a laser. Oh. How convenient. That's for later. That's a surprise. So, closer range probably will be more accurate if you're not me and point firing with a revolver on one hand, like you're on crack or something. Well, so I heard that that flares can spawn on different places, and apparently one place that a lot of people have been finding them is the skylight area on one of the Kurtek spawns, like the Kurtek silo area, and apparently that's one of the spawnable areas. I saw him, but oh. Okay. Okay. Sometimes it does that. Sometimes you can't sometimes you don't fully eject the round. Man, all I'm doing is showing is just showing how bad this gun is. Oh no. Someone trying to... No, no! I've wasted so much! It's okay, I didn't need that hand anyways. This is that close range that I'm talking about. Finally, my chance to shine. Oh, and a 1. And a 2. Ooh, not bad. That's for that thing that we. That's for the MP7. I have an MP7. You know what would be really great if I were to actually find like a I don't know if flares can spawn in these bad boys now that I know that that's an example of the shell not ejecting. So what you do when the shell doesn't eject is you hold down on your you know what? I actually need this because I was gonna make a video with the Tommy gun, and I totally accidentally sold it. Anyways, so what you do is you hold down the reload button, and then it will release it into a free free flow thingy. I don't know how to explain it, but it will allow you to cock the hammer or whatever. So holy guacamole. We need more 10 millimeters. That's something that we need. 10 millimeter would 10 millimeter clock. Because you know the first 9 mil wasn't bad enough, you know, and we need more. Okay, I got an SKS. I mean, obviously, like, there are better options. Clearly, there are better options than a 44 Magnum, but I would say, hey, if it can do that, it's pretty impressive in of itself. I'm just trying to bring it. This is in reality. This is just a. This is just a revolver video again, because I'm just gonna start like pa 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 again. Although I did try to use it and holy fuck. Well, guess a 22 videos is in the cards, huh? I'm pretty sure I. Drive by. So to begin with, I guess we should talk a little bit more about the whole Marlin and Marlin situation. The thing about this is that this is a Clean Eastwood weapon, right? So you wouldn't get access to it unless you have the Clean Eastwood DLC. And that would be a little bit of a problem for some people. Because I mean, not everyone's willing to spend money on on a DLC of all things. So I mean, some of us have a little bit of money to spare, and that's fine. But some other people just genuinely cannot afford it, mostly because you either didn't actually buy the game with your own money, and it was probably like a gift from your parents or something, but which is understandable. But the regular Marlin still has a oh my god. The regular Marlin still has a little this top rail, so it's not exactly like it's completely pointless. It's just that Scott's Marlin is just a direct upgrade. So I mean, if you're buying the Clean Eastwood DLC, I don't think you bought it with the expectation that you were gonna get some OP guns. That's really more of a job for the for the Terran Tactical. I mean, it's not exactly like there's any really OP gun in there either. You could probably say like the maybe the shotgun is great, but to be honest, like crap. Why am I even reloading from the I guess you gotta aim a little bit more sporadically like a true cowboy, and that's how you. Oh, I ran out of 40. I ran out 44. No! It's okay. I still have the I still have what's in my I still have six in the Oh wow, I actually ran out. Okay, guess we're taking from here. I'll probably put them front. Okay. Well, to be honest, there's not really much else to do. We should just look and see if we have red and then get out of here. How long have I been recording? 43 minutes. Goddamn. Okay, that's probably long enough then. I'm grateful that now that I have a Ragnar, I can finally start taking fishing rods out, because I definitely know that if I do start to do like the turning quest or whatever, I mean, like I said, I'm not really taking the whole quest thing seriously anymore. But if it does come to a point where I need to turn in something, then I'll definitely, I'll at least have it. You know, I'm junkyard jiving. I believe this is the this is the way. 25. That is 25 is definitely a. You know what's one video concept that I had? It was just to talk about all the ammo types, like the best and worst in each category, and well, speaking of weapons, you know, it'd be like, oh, 9x18, the best would probably be like, I don't know, the Bison, and then the worst would obviously be like the Makarov or something like that. You know, just stuff like that. That was originally a video idea, but I never got around to filming that because quite honestly I'm already making a shit ton of essay videos, which I would prefer to lean more into like the sporadic commentary type shit, you know, so the eagle. Oh wow, look at that. Nah, no need to worry about that. Well, okay, I'm gonna worry about that because I'm gonna have to do it either way for the outro, right? I think these 3 matches will probably be enough because well, I mean, you get the point. It can be it's not half bad. It's not a half bad gun because it's chambered in 44. But honestly, you'd probably be better off with the revolver, I guess. TBH, this is not my X. No, no, wait, this is my exfil. It's just further away than I thought. Give me a 6B47. Oh, that's the opposite of that. It's not what I asked for, Scott. You're supposed to give me everything. Because I'm the streamer, right? That's how it works. Totally, definitely. Alright, I'll see you at the intro. Alright, and that's gonna be it for this video. So what do I think of the Marlin? Well, honestly, it's, well, evidently not the most impressive gun out there, but, you know, in PvE you can make every gun work, and this is certainly one of the more fun guns to play. I just kind of wish that they would fix the, they would fix the lever action a little bit, because it doesn't really feel very good. You kind of just, after you shoot, you kind of just immediately go onto it. You ever seen how Pavlov does their lever action? Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm actually thinking about one of the mods in game, because I don't think there's an actual lever action in Pavlov. But I mean, you know, it just goes to show, like, you know, it could be definitely more impressive. I also would actually like for you to be able for it to have a loop so that you can, like, flip, you can do the you can do the you know, the Terminator, like, you know, you just, you know, that would be pretty cool. But I mean, you know, and it's a milsim game, so, and it's kind of impractical to do that, so that I guess it kind of makes sense. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoy it, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.